Welcome back, my people, to Sporting Fans 365.
Welcome.
I'm sure right now everybody's happy because the way you are happy, some people are saying that they had to use super glue instead of top gum. But whichever way, the super glue, the top gum, we can still talk. If not, we won't be talking. Mr. Yusuf, yesterday there was a controversial conversation going on right here. Someone was trying to let you know that Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't a town crier, and you said a town crier can differentiate in different ways. I think we have another town crier right now.
Yes.
How do you see yesterday's final? How do you see the match? The Spanish dominance and the defensive from the midfield to the attack? They were all everywhere on the field. I think Argentina was treated like a baby yesterday.
Well, that match was a perfect dominance show for Spain because, like I said earlier, they have been putting in a lot of efforts from the beginning of the competition, and this continues to show in their match. And with that level of effort they have been putting in their match, it should have been a very sad sight had it been they lost yesterday.
Yeah.
Because there are some times whereby life is going to be unfair, where you put in the effort and you don't get the result. But I'm so happy for the Spanish team for getting the results they wanted at the beginning of the competition. And about the match, with the way they played, it's so sad Argentina was not able, to match up the energy of that match because having the best player in history on the field and he was neutralized. If you remember me saying it yesterday, I believe Rodri should be able, to hold Messi and to neutralize him, and he was able to do it. And I'm so happy he got the award for the best player of the tournament, and also Paul Kubasi. He had a very decent tournament.
That's the youngest boy.
He got the best young player of the tournament.
Okay.
That shows the level of that shows us that okay, this Spanish team being the world champions, when the next World Cup is coming up, their future is still in bright hands.
Okay.
Because look at these players in this squad. They are all young players, and they are going to gain a lot of experience in the coming World Cup before then. And I feel like there are still a lot of them who is going to win one or two World Cups more to the one they have now.
Okay, Mr. Yusuf, a very, very lovely words. Lovely words to the Spanish team. They did outstanding well. And also, from your word, I can see that you are trying to let us know that it is possible for the Spanish team to get a back-to-back World Cup because they still have a very, very lovely young blood in this team.
Yes, it is possible. It is football.
Okay.
Things evolve. Because firstly it was France, then they were also thinking of winning it back to back. Then Argentina was like Emilio come.
All right.
And now we have Spain telling Argentina that okay, I'm not going green. Now my turn.
Okay.
So, it can be next World Cup and Norway or Brazil or Morocco, African's country can decide okay, it is our turn.
Okay.
So, a lot of things can happen in the next 4 years to come. And about the town crier of a thing you said, I feel like, there has been a delay in the transmission of the rain because network no good for Nigeria.
Really good,
yes.
Bad.
So I feel like now why that rain never drop.
Okay, you try to say Ojo
Yeshu Kotiro.
Yeah. All right, my people. Yeah, I think this is an Emilio season. And you from my club self, if you know this is an Emilio season, and from that Emilio season, it is Lamine Yamal season. I think we're having a new goat. And Mr. Saka, I think is this a season? Is this a time for a new goat, for the new kids to turn the new goat we should be watching out?
Well, about the new kid turning a new goat, I'm not sure about that. Like I said, he's still very young. Like at this stage, Kylian Mbappe won the World Cup. Like we said, he's not the only teenager that has won the World Cup at this stage. So there are a lot of them. So he's not be the first one. Definitely, he won't be the last. And about this match, Well, we predicted that the Spanish team are very fantastic in the defense, in the midfield, and they showed this against Argentina. They were compact, they played very, very well. And about the Argentine team, you see that to me, there is nothing special about the Argentine team except Lionel Messi. And we talked about it that yesterday, if Rodri can be able to map out Messi, we don't see Argentina doing anything in that match. And that's exactly what happened. You see, Rodri was in front of Messi all through the match. He didn't allow Messi to. So the link to the attack was cut off. And we all know that it's Lionel Messi. It's either Lionel Messi or Enzo Fernandez. But the Lionel Messi link was cut off throughout the match. So imagine Argentina could not have a shot on target for 90 minutes.
That is bad.
That's to show that there is nothing special about it. They just have Messi and who brought them to the final. And about Messi shedding tears, I don't think he should be shedding tears now, because what does he want from football? Does he want to win 3 World Cup or 5 World Cup? He has won 1. Let him go and rest. I don't think Messi should be emotional, because to me he's too emotional in the loss of this World Cup. He's too emotional. So I feel okay, what if you are this emotional, what should Ronaldo do?
Okay.
That hasn't won any World Cup.
About Messi being emotional, I would love to throw this question to you, Mr. Saka.
Okay.
He just like you expecting someone, and someone you are expecting, you already have your Kuku Samba, you already have your Fekomi, you already have your everything to make you on a Mimi level. And while you are on a Mimi level, you got disappointed. Won't you be emotional?
Well, about being emotional, there is one thing we call life, and life happens sometimes, and you have, as a man, as an adult, you have to keep your emotions in check. And there is one thing I believe in life: if you are the type that have expectance of life, you are expecting something, always have plan B. You are talking about you having your Coco Samba and other things.
Yes, sir.
If you are expecting someone that will, let the Coco Samba, put the Coco Samba to work. You have to have a plan B.
And the plan B.
Trying to say the plan B is it in the soap suite.
Okay.
Well, I'm not. It's an option. I'm not saying that. Well, you have to have plan B.
Okay.
Is that the soap way, or the water way, or the calling way?
Okay. While you are still doing on that way, I think the defensive way of the Spanish team is a very, very, very dominant way. I think they have the best defensive in this World Cup. The best.
Well, I'm going to say not having only the best defense. They have the best midfield too.
Yes, I was going to say
that is the most dominant part of their team. They believe so much in their defense and their midfield. And I feel that effort alone, because this World Cup, I don't see it as a personal success, because I feel like it is more of a team effort. Because if we have to look at their team, we don't have anyone on the highlight. Okay, this is the person that won the World Cup for us. This is. I feel like they won it together. There is no one that can come out from that Spanish team. I feel like, okay, I decided the title for Spain.
Okay.
They won it collectively. So congratulations to them and their coach. I feel a lot of records were set yesterday, because Martinez set the record for the most saves in a World Cup final.
I think that's
he
11,
had
right?
12 saves.
12.
And Spain set the record for conceding just 1 goal in a World Cup tournament. And De La Fuente was the oldest coach to win a World Cup.
Wow.
So a lot of record was, and about Lionel Messi shedding tears, I feel like the tears he was shedding was not as a result of the loss.
Okay.
At some point, when it started his career, there is this thing like, okay, I feel like he didn't expect the career to get to this extent, because after the match, both the Spanish and Argentine fans were chanting his name, and I feel like it's kind of, even if you are in that position, I understand you are going to be emotional, because you'll be like, wait, am I this great? Because I
Well,
feel like the thing caught him by surprise. Like,
we are not talking about being emotional. I said if you listen, I said he's been too emotional
yes,
because
he's human after all.
before now we all know Lionel Messi. He has won. He has been here. He has done that before. So I believe he should just take it with a living faith that okay, this one I won the other one and this one I lost. And though the fans were hailing him, he's the greatest player that has ever played in Spanish football. There's no doubt about that. I think at least he's not a kid. He has been playing football more than 20 years ago. So I believe this should not be a new thing to him now.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
that's on point. Well, I feel like we are missing something we are meant to be talking about and we are not talking about.
Okay, take us there.
That's Enzo Fernandez.
Oh yeah, I was about to come, but I'm still trying to talk about the most important people that make the lovely impact. I'm not trying to divert into the blues nation. I know people from those blues nation, the way they think, the way they operate. We are going to get straight into that very soon. What we will name them is inside the cooler. Yeah. It's hot inside the cooler. It's hot. We will soon open it. But while we're still there, we need to go back to the kid. Do you think Lamine Yamal is going to be the next Messi we should be watching out for, or it is still just PR? It's going to flop later on.
Well, I'm not going to say it's going to be the next Messi because when De Bruyne left Man City, they threw this same question to Pep Guardiola, and it was like they asked him that is there going to be a new KDB? It was like there is no one that is ever going to be close to being the next KDB. So that's KDB. There is no one that is going to be next to be the next KDB. Now we are talking about the greatest player in history. No one is going to be able to do it like Messi. Even Ronaldo, there is no one who is going to be able to do it. Even if you match up the records they have, you are never going to match up the effort they put in the game, the dedication and effort they put in their career.
And also the achievement.
Yes,
the achievement cannot be the
because
same.
these players we are
Messi
talking
has
about,
more trophy. Ronaldo has more goals.
these players we are talking about, they are so disciplined, and I feel like players of this generation are lacking that discipline.
Okay, are you now letting us to know that Lama Enwe Obu?
Not about NL, but the thing is, I just feel like he should be himself. Like, let him create a legacy for himself. Okay, people will try to emulate him. Like, I want to be the next Yamal, not trying to be the next Messi.
Okay,
Because he's very far from being the next Messi.
Okay. Right now, I'm sure every one of us we are so impressed with the way the Spanish team has all moved, the way they carry the team. Every one of them, they all work. No one is being pressured in the team.
Yeah.
And the way no one is being pressured, we have some people in that tournament that I don't know the way they are playing. I think the way they are moving crazy because they came from a crazy club that operates in a blue nation.
Yeah.
I'm taking my way right now because I'm about to move to the Premier League. We need to talk about these Chelsea's players and this tournament.
Well, last season, I think they are among the clubs that had the most red card in the Premier League.
Okay,
Because as players, they collect them, even coach,
the
they
shopper.
collect them.
Okay,
So it is. I don't expect much from him right from time. If you remember, before the match between England, I said I don't see him doing a lot in that match, but a lot of surprise will always happen in a football match. He scored the equalizing goal in that match. Well, now he's showing us his true colors. Because that guy to me is not a good player. No, he's a good player, but he's not a great player.
just like the way we get to discover right now that Cucurella is a great player. Because his shine is being killed at Chelsea.
Yes.
He has been playing with the bad people, with the bad air. If you are not moving with the right string, you're gonna get stranded.
Well, as the Yorubas we always say, it's Agutan to Bajari, they don't know there.
Okay.
I feel like he has, been moving with a team that has most of their players are inexperienced, because they are, in that team, the only person that I can say is a winner is Rhys James.
Quiz, James.
Because that's the most experienced player in that team. The rest of them are still uprising players, and when you don't have enough evidence, people won't know the type of player you are. And I feel like this Enzo Fernandez is an opportunist
Hmm.
because the last World Cup too, he had a few impacts, but not a good player like that. You always be there. That's just he's lucky to be in a good team like the Argentine team.
All right. So that's from the word from Enzo Fernandez. So, Mr. Saka, how do you get to get to speak about the outstanding work of Merino?
Well, Mikel Merino, we all know who Mikel Merino is. He's played for Arsenal since 2 seasons ago. We saw the impact he had in Arsenal winning this league. Though he was injured, he came back and everything. And the Spanish coach know how important Merino is. Despite the fact that he was injured for a very long time, he came and still made the Spanish team. So you can see the impact, him coming in some games, coming into the game and scoring some vital goals. He's a very, very important player. The Spanish coach knows that. Arteta also knows that too.
Okay, that's a very lovely word. We have Merino. The way that Merino's operate, I think Merino is trying to be in the Spanish first 11 team.
Yes, he can. He definitely can be in this first 11. But like I said, he was injured last season for most part of the season, and I believe the Spanish coach was just afraid for him not to return back to injury. That's why he was being managed, and now Arsenal has lost Saliba to injury. Maybe Gabriel is still shaking, but Moreno, one of the best player we have ever signed in Arsenal.
So are you
Mr. Saka, I must say this. You said the Spanish coach is afraid of him getting injured. That's why he's having fewer minutes in the World Cup. Are you saying, injury aside, Merino is going to be a starter in the Spanish team?
Well, I don't know. I'm not the Spanish coach, but to me,
No, let's set aside all procedures and requirements. Having looking at every player's ability on the team,
okay.
do you see him fit to be in that starting 11, benching everyone who is starting in that team?
Well, I think he has a chance in that team. I think he has a chance.
And
Whoever is playing, I think he has a chance
to start.
to
Who are you
start
benching
in.
for him?
I don't know. They have a lot of players playing his wing. He's a very versatile player. He can play across the forward and also across the midfield. So
He's a midfielder.
yes,
Generally.
yes. Naturally, he's a midfielder,
That's his
but
natural position.
he can play across the forward.
No, let's stick to his natural position.
Okay.
Players playing in his natural position. Who among these players can he bench?
The only player I know he cannot bench in that team is probably Rodri.
Just
The rest-
Rodri alone.
The rest,
Rodri.
yes, the rest.
Do you see him benching Pedri or Fabian Ruiz?
These boys, these are boys. You cannot compare them to Moreno. You see, this boy, he's still older than them. He has more.
It's not about age. Football.
He has more experience than them. That's why I said they have the chance to play because he's coming back from injury. He's still rusty.
If you are saying he has experience than them,
okay,
then we have to come to
look at what happened with the English team. Look at this guy starting for them. Madueke starting for them does not mean he's better than Bukayo Saka, but they have been skeptical about Bukayo Saka, about his position. That's why you see
football is a seasonal game. If a season is not your season, and you have someone which that season is his current season, then you have to let him play.
No, not just we talk about form too. You have to be in form. We see this guy, like I said, they just came back for a long time injury.
It's not about,
and you cannot.
I already said
a coach
injury aside.
Okay. No, you cannot say it's part of football. You cannot put injury aside. No, there's nothing like every factor.
No,
his injury is part of football.
His natural ability. Let's set all factors aside. We are talking about his natural ability and looking at every player's ability.
Okay.
I don't see Merino as being a starter in that Spanish.
That is your opinion.
It is not about being my opinion.
It's about my opinion. It's about your opinion.
If you are to compare every player on that team playing his position,
okay,
he is the least talented player on that team.
Your opinion.
So Mr. Yusuf, are you letting us know right now that
His opinion.
if Merino should get to be in the Man City team, he's not going to be in the first 11.
Who do you see him benching?
There's a whole lot of people Merino could get benched in the Man City team.
Just give me an example.
I think you are in the team. You need to let us know if you are ready.
No, give me an example and I will tell you why I don't see him benching anyone.
And like I said earlier, the only person that Merino can get to the bench is Rodri.
Yeah.
Then after Rodri, everyone you have at your midfield are going to the bench. And Merino is going to be...
Merino is never going to be a starter in Man City because Rodri is more like a CDM in Man City and the rest of the players are mostly 10. So he's never going to be able to play the kind of football Man City plays. You know that.
All right. I think right now, my people, the World Cup is over. But the way the World Cup is over, we have the main league coming up. This one is going to be hot. It's going to be going
Hot.
You get me?
My people.
Yes, it's going to be moving. It's going to be moving from the Premier League to the Bundesliga to the La Liga to
League One.
You get me right? And we are here on Spotify 365.
Don't forget, make you get your cold water down because as the us we go carry and can't give you.
You get
house we can't go burn.
You
get
get
your cold and chilled water ready, and don't forget to stick with us on Spotify 365. And like Mr. Yamal, we always tell you, don't forget to tell your family,
yes sir,
your neighbors,
yes
your
sir,
grandpa we don't die.
Yes sir.
Because wherever people dey with us, we will continue to bring out for you. Nothing go disturb us. Tell that man where you dey owe money. Tell that man where they owe you money. That man where you dey own his wife, and the way they own your wife. Tell everybody to stick with us on Spotify 365. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn your notifications on Spotify 365. See you soon on the next round. Thank you.